What is going on, everybody? Back at it again with another YouTube video. And today, I want to start just a two episode series, I guess you could really call it. And it's just a what if. It's a what if Sixers edition and a what if Flyers edition. To start, I'm going to do the what if Sixers edition. And I'm just going to really pick up where we left off that Wednesday that we played the Pistons, and I'm just going to say where we're at in the standings, where I think we'll finish, and how I think we'll finish. So, at the time of this, pandemic, at the time of all of this happening, the Sixers record was 39-26. They just got done playing a game against the Detroit Pistons, and, as I'm leaving the stadium, there's a tweet from Woj that says the NBA season will be postponed due to Rudy Gobert getting the coronavirus. And everybody's like, all right, well, we kind of expected that. And obviously I expected it too. I mean, a guy in the NBA just got the disease. I mean, you kind of have to cancel it at that point. And we were also sixth place in the Eastern Conference, 2 games behind Miami, and we were tied with Indiana at 39-26. And at the time, we were going to play Indiana that Saturday. It was like Saturday or that Friday. We were supposed to play Indiana at home, so I'll say we win. So at this point, we're in the 5th seed. We're a game and a half behind Miami. Maybe still 2 games back. We had 17 games left in the schedule and no Ben Simmons for at least 2 weeks. So obviously, your starting 5 would have been Shake, Richardson, who just came back, Tobias, Horford, and Embiid. That was your starting 5. And during the Pistons game, Embiid and Horford both had very solid games. I'm pretty sure Embiid had like 28, 30 points, and Horford had 20. So this was the first game that they really played well together since like the Clippers game in the Wells Fargo Center, because Embiid was out for a little bit, then Horford got moved to the bench, and then there was like a whole thing with Embiid and Horford. They just couldn't play together, but they seemed to click against the Pistons. So I'm going to go with that they start clicking. They start clicking throughout these games. And we only play like 3 playoff teams after. We only play 3 playoff teams after Indiana. And I'm pretty sure it's Toronto, Milwaukee, and Houston. Those are the 3 teams, and we played them all at home. So, and then the rest were like, there was like a Portland in there. There was Orlando. There was Charlotte. There was Atlanta again. Like, just not good teams that we would have beaten. And a lot of them were at home. And I know we struggled on the road. Obviously, we struggled. Everybody knows that. But at the time, we were in the 5th seed, or we were in the 6th seed, tied for the 5th seed. They just owned the season series. But we played them on Saturday. If we win that, we take over that series. So now we're in the 5th seed. I personally think that we finish in the 4th seed, but we only finish half a game up from Miami. Like, I mean, it's like it comes down to the last game, because if Miami loses, or if Miami wins and we lose, then they obviously take it. If we both win, they still take it because they own the season series. But I think we catch a break, Ben comes back, and we finish in the 4th seed, a game or half a game up from the Heat. And I think the main reason for this is because of Al Horford and Joel Embiid finally clicking together, finally working out their offensive abilities together, finally playing good defense. Horford picks it up because, honestly, Horford didn't do great last year with the Celtics. We just didn't talk about it as much because he was in Boston. We didn't care. We wanted him to do bad. But he did pick it up towards the end. He started off hot, he was cold in the middle, and he picked it up towards the end. And I think the same thing goes with this Sixers team this year. I think Horford picks it up. I think Embiid and him work together. They become that duo that we expected them to be all season long. And I think we end up in the 4th seed. Now we go into the playoffs. We play Indiana in the first round, right? I'm pretty sure. No, we don't. We play Miami in the first round. Right? Yeah, we play Miami in the first round. It's a 1-8, 2-7, 3-6, 4-5. So we play Miami in the first round. We have home court advantage. So Sixers versus Heat. I messed up here. I said we played Indiana. I was obviously wrong. We play the Miami Heat. We have home court advantage. I say we beat the Heat. I do say that. I say we win the first 2. We lose. I think this series goes into 7, honestly. And I think we beat them at home in Game 7 to close it out. To close out the first round. I think we beat Jimmy Butler and the Heat. And, we move on. We win the first 2. We lose the next 2. We just can't win in a road game. But they're at least a little close. Like, there's a couple games that are close. And they keep it close with us at home for a couple games. But I say we sweep them at home and we lose the road games, honestly. Now the second round, we play the Bucks. I have us losing, obviously. I mean, the Sixers were not that good this season. They needed a lot of help. The bench was still not that good. We still had very little shooters on this team. The best shooters were Alec Burks, Glenn Robinson, who couldn't make a 3 as soon as he got here. Shake was pretty good on the 3 with the 3 ball. Furkan was a little streaky. Tobias, Richardson. Like, we had players that could shoot, but just we didn't have a J.J. Redick. We didn't have a Marco Bellinelli that we had 2 years prior to this season. I think if you bring at least 1 or 2 of those players off of that team and bring them back, I think we easily... I think we're a much better team. I really do. If you have like a Robert Covington and a Marco Bellinelli or a Dario Saric and a J.J. Redick on this team coming off the bench, I think we are a much better team. And it really sucks that we didn't get J.J. because I think if we had J.J., we'd be a much better team. You have your 3-point threat coming off the bench. You can rest, Horford, and you can play J.J. with Embiid. You still have that pick and pop with him. You still have JJ setting screens down low. Furkan's not good off the screen, and he can't create separations for Joel like JJ did. And I just don't see it. With this bench, I just did not see it. I didn't. We were not that good. Mike Scott, as much as I like the guy, he wasn't very effective. He wasn't as effective as I thought he was going to be coming into the season. And we got rid of James Ennis. We had Raul Neto as our backup point guard. Shake was there. But we really didn't have, like, an elite scorer off the bench. Like a J.J. Redick. Like, he's not an elite scorer, but he's a scorer. He averaged 17 points a game with us. Nobody on the bench is sniffing that. They're not. Now, I know it's a bench role, and I'm sure his numbers would have went down, but he can still create shots. He can still make them, and that is what we failed to have this season. We failed to have a shot maker on the three-point line, a consistent shot maker on the three-point line. Because when Joel had a bad game, JJ was there to pick him up. When Ben had a bad game, JJ was there to pick him up. When Ben has a bad... Now it was all on the starting 5. If one player on the starting 5 didn't have over 10, it was a close game. Every game. Even at home, it was kind of close. But back to this. I say we play the Bucks in the second round. I say we lose in 7. I don't see us losing a single home game, but the road games are just a blowout. They are blowouts the entire game. The entire 4 games in Milwaukee, they are a blowout. And I just can't see us winning that series with the coach that we had, with the bench unit that we have had, and, our struggles on the road. I just can't see us winning that series against the Bucks, and I'm giving us 7 games. I'm not even sure if it would have lasted 5 or 6. Honestly, we easily could have lost in 5 to this team. Easily. All it takes is for them to win 1 game. 1 game on the road and we lose. 1 game. If we lose 1 game at home to Milwaukee, we lose in 5. Honestly. If they go up 3-1 in that series, we lose in 5 games. I do say we beat the Heat, though. Honestly. I really do believe that we would have beaten the Heat. I would have, if we moved up, I think we would have beaten Boston, Indiana, Miami, and then you have Toronto and Milwaukee, I think, go to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think the Bucks win the East, and I think the Lakers or Clippers win the entire thing. Honestly. Because LeBron was on a different level, and if you see Kawhi Leonard in the finals, Kawhi Leonard is a different animal on the road or in the playoffs. He's a monster. He's probably the best playoff player in the league right now. I believe so. He beat us single-handedly last year, and we were a better team last year than this year. So that just goes to show. But that's it for this video. I just wanted to get a what-if video out. This was the Sixers edition. Tomorrow I will do the Flyers edition of the what-if. I think you guys will like the Flyers video a lot more just because of where they were heading. I think I'll save it for tomorrow, but I really do think the Flyers they would have done good things. So that's it for this video. Remember to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. We are 12 away from 300 subscribers. And as soon as I get back into work, I will be sending and picking out the winners for the hat and headband prize that I said, the contest. But again, like, comment, and subscribe. It pushes out the channel when you like. I like interacting with you when you comment. And a subscribe always matters to us to make us one of the best Philadelphia sports channels on YouTube. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.